Construction News Tracker is presented by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. President Biden has outlined a spending plan of $1.9 billion for coronavirus relief work geared mostly toward vaccine distribution and individual financial relief. But it's likely the new administration will propose even more relief in a follow-up plan in February aimed at infrastructure. Unrest in the nation's capital after unruly mobs stormed the U.S. Capitol building January 6th. Chief among the resulting chaos was the resignation of the U.S. Transportation Secretary, Elaine Chao. Her action is seen as helping the department proceed with the pick of Pete Buttigieg as President Biden's selection as her replacement. President Biden's selection of Boston Mayor Marty Walsh as the next Labor Secretary is also seen as a plus, as the former construction union leader is poised to take office. Initial claims filed with the government for unemployment insurance surpassed the 1.15 million mark for the first week of the new year. Those who work as freelancers and part-timers are also included in the Labor Department statistic. It was the first week since last July that the number of unemployed exceeded the million mark. The government previously reported that the economy has shed 140,000 jobs in December. Construct Connect is reporting that the amount of the construction starts in December came in at $20.8 billion, a near 31% decline from last November. The stat does not include residential work. Severely diminished by the coronavirus pandemic, construction was severely affected. The number of so-called mega projects dropped from 39 in 2019 to just a dozen in 2020, and the economic impact amounted to $21 billion, a loss of 73%. Associated Builders and Contractors Association Chief Economist Anirban Basaw has developed a list of predictions for 2021, and some are not very encouraging. Basaw sees a seesaw-type economy evolving and calls the second half of 2021 the most dynamic period of economic growth most of us will have experienced in our lifetime. Basaw predicts construction input prices will increase by 2% this year and says commercial construction in new structures will be particularly challenging. But on the plus side, believes the nation will implement a sensible infrastructure rebuilding plan. The ABC economist says the nation's home building market will become red hot, and vacant retail space will be poised for immense reuse and rebuilding. You can read the full report at Economics by Anirban. The New Year's holiday did not deter New York officials from taking the occasion to unveil the new Patrick Moynihan Train Hall as part of the $1.6 billion redevelopment of Penn Station in New York City. Serving riders of Amtrak and the Long Island Railroad, the new facility is across the street from the original Penn Station and takes over from a former U.S. mail sorting facility. A principal driving route between Phoenix and Las Vegas has been enhanced to accommodate more traffic. U.S. Highway 93 has been widened to 4 lanes by the Arizona DOT in a 3-mile stretch that will increase safety as well as capacity of the heavily traveled corridor. Adding to the already upgraded route, this project connects 2 sections and means that only 40 of the 200-mile route between Wickenburg, Arizona and the Nevada state line remain to be completed. It's wintertime in many states and municipalities, and that means a focus on snow removal and road treatment operations is underway. In Wyoming, for example, money is tight this year, forcing reductions in overtime and slower plowing operations. Because plow drivers are contracted, it's harder for DOT officials to recruit them with limited budgets. The Wyoming DOT has restricted its 24-hour plowing and sanding priorities as a result. Kentucky, meanwhile, has instituted the use of 2-lane plows on its interstate highway system. The Kentucky DOT implemented 2 plow units of specially equipped trucks to plow 2 lanes at once as additions to their 1,000-truck plow fleet. In Illinois, many road projects have either been completed, pushed back, or are underway. The The Rebuild Illinois program, instituted a year ago to invest $32.2 billion into rebuilding roads and bridges, waterways, rail, and aviation systems, is gaining momentum as the 2021-26 proposed effort intends to spend $21.3 billion over that time span. IDOT officials say despite the COVID-19 impact, they feel comfortable that the projects outlined for construction will be completed on time. In closing, since praise reassures individuals, it helps them neutralize doubts they have about themselves. This is Construction News Tracker, looking over the industry that makes the world a better place. Presented by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. Follow us on social media at Twitter using hashtag Construction News, YouTube at 4constructionpros, and on Facebook at /4constructionpros, as the streaming web never ends.
Construction News Tracker is presented by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com.